Take 3,476. One of these days I'll get it right. Get your hair combed. Look at that. What a mess, huh? How about that? Hi, guys. I'm sure you're all looking great too, sitting around in your pajamas, waiting for this thing to end. But anyhow, I figured we'd try to continue our classes the best I could with our 2/5 improvisation. But first, we're learning what 2/5s are and how to do it. And I thought that Satin is a great study of 2/5s because that's pretty much all that the entire song consists of is 2/5s. 2/5s shifting or different tonal centers. Okay, what I mean by the tonal center is our first progression is the tonal center is C. So C would be the 1, the 2 would be a D minor 7, C, D. And if we count all the way up to 5, C, D, E, F, G, 5 chord is going to be a G 7th, or a reasonable substitution. In this case, we're using a G9. So with the tonal center C, D, and now we're shifting the tonal center to D, so it's going to make an E minor 7th. Here's where I made a little variation on Glenn Rose's chart. I took that same pattern and moved it up to the 7th fret. And now our tonal center shifts again to B flat, and here's the jazzy pattern. I think it's pattern B in the 5th position. And now we're going to go to the same pattern on the 4th position. And now I'm stealing from pattern a C6-9 chord from the 5th position of pattern A, I think it is. And then I do a turnaround, D minor 7, E minor 7, A9, and then the whole thing repeats. And this time I'm doing a D sharp diminished to E minor, and then we go to the B part of the song, which is that same pattern that we used in the 5th, but this time we're going to 3rd position for a G minor 7. And then I'm using an F, which is the 1 chord. And it goes up to B flat again, B flat tonal center. So that would make this an A minor 7. And then it goes back to the top. And we can end the song right there like that. You can do, if you want to do something fancy. But that's the pattern part. The other thing I did was a little chord melody. And you can look at the tablature. I gotta scroll back up to the top of the sheet here so I can see it. And so I took those patterns and used some arpeggio notes that are in them. Actually, this doesn't have a G in it, so we're going scale notes. So, but now, watch, I'm gonna bar that 5th fret, that D minor 7th with my ring finger, so I can have my index finger free. So I'm doing, and then a G7 shape, which is our old familiar F7 moved up to the 3rd fret, but I'm only playing strings 4, 3, and 2. So the 3 strings that are closest to your chin. Now you can see it on the tab. It doesn't show the 1st string being played. So here's the lick. And it goes into that G9 shape. So once again, slow, right? Excuse me, let me do that again. I did it wrong. Again. And then I do the same thing up here on the 7th fret. So I'll put the 2 of them together. Maybe I'll get it right. And then we've got I'm using an A minor, this A minor 7 with this horrible little bar, but I'm not barring that because I'm going to use my, so what I've got here is 1st string is 5 with the pinky, 2nd string is with the ring finger, 3rd string, with the middle finger on the 3rd fret. Ring fingers on the 4th fret. Index finger, 1st string. So it's an A minor 9. And what I want to get here is the melody notes. And I do the same thing, shifting the whole thing up again to a D flat 7, and then here's our C6 9, right? And of course then it repeats again. So it's all tabbed out, right? I don't want to make you nuts with all of this stuff too much. Maybe I'll go through the second part of it a little bit later on. But I wanted to get this little video done, get a little explanation of what we're doing out to you, and just invite you to call, send me FaceTime, Zoom, videos, ask questions, send me emails. But let's keep this going. Let's not let this fall flat. So, miss you guys, and I will see you later.